What's happening here? It's getting worse. All right, well, we may have just lost it. Oh, doggone it. Is this it?
We're going to get killed here.
Yeah, so...
shut it off and see if we can get it going again.
Okay. Hey everybody, Mike Rich Mike. We are doing something different for this video. You'll notice I'm not outside. I am surrounded by a 1995 Ford Probe that was purchased by my good friend Randy over at Auto Auction Rebuild. So I thought, we're trying to drive this thing home 700 miles from Indianapolis all the way to Oklahoma. And Randy's driven it for a couple hours and then we switched. So he's behind me in the TRX. I'm going to give you a quick little look at what it's like to drive a $390 car that hasn't been on the road in 11 or 12 years and give you my honest review. Ooh. You really have to be kidding me, right? See all the little pistons? Right, it looks like snow. I'm flooring a V12 engine. You thought this was going to be perfect, right? Why can't I, fall in love with a Lexus? Monkey. Wrench. Mike. Yay!
I'm in the car.
First thing I want to point out is my vantage point. I don't know what that is. I don't really know what that is on the windshield right there. It's a mess and it doesn't come off. We have been scrubbing and scrubbing. It's not tree sap. It's like, I don't know. It's almost like silicone. I mean, it is just adhered to the glass. It is crazy. We still have the letters and the numbers from the auto auction. I have an S on my windshield right here, which indicates that the car would start at the auction site. They did not tell us that it would drive, okay? It was listed as a non-driver, I guess is what you would say. The transmission wouldn't go into gear, basically. Randy fixed that with a $17 part. So the total cost of the car right now is $390 plus 17, $407, if my maths are right. Yeah, $407 on a car with 114,000 miles. It's a 27-year-old car. And the tires are cracked. And the transmission is kind of holding up. We do have a flashing overdrive light. That's probably not good. I have a low fuel light that's on again. We did check the fuel mileage. It's getting much better gas mileage than the TRX. You got to go watch Randy's video to see just how good it is. Maybe I'll mention it later on. But she is loud, she is squeaky, and I got my fingers crossed that we make it for the 2 hours that I'm driving her. So we'll come back. Look at the roof. Yeah, look at the headliner. That's a hot mess. We'll come back in a little bit and let you know how she's doing. I'm waiting for Randy to catch up with me. Yeah, my $407 car is outperforming his TRX right now. Well, at least we're in front of the TRX. Let me specify that. Okay, we are back. It's been about 45 minutes. I gotta tell you, I got a pounding headache already. Can you hear the exhaust? Yeah, listening to that gets really, really, really old. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. But we're in my favorite part of the trip. Randy and I have been driving this route several times, and we're going through the Ozarks, and it is a beautiful part of the country. I like how they kind of cut out the rocks to put the road in, like coming up right here on the right. This is kind of cool. Driving through St. Louis was also pretty cool. You see the arch and the huge downtown area and the old homes. This is a time-lapse video I have of Randy driving the Probe through St. Louis. It's a good part of the trip. We're about, I guess, maybe 2 hours past St. Louis when I go up to Terre Haute. But the little car, she's hanging in there. Every once in a while, see the blue flashing light? I'll get a buzzer. It goes beep, 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 along with the light. And then it stops. And it's not really speed related because I've been driven 60, 70, and 80, almost 85. And it just happens on occasion. So it's not a speed issue, I don't think. The radio kind of works when it wants to. I am worried about the tire. That right rear tire only had 7 pounds of pressure when Randy was driving it, but that was flat roads there. I'm going through the mountains here. This thing could pop at any time. As you can see, we have 3 places and only 2 knobs. So if I want to adjust the heat, what I have to do is take this knob out and put it over there. I can't really do it while I'm driving, but I got to move a knob if I want to adjust the heat or the fan. That's what you get in a car that costs $390. Yay. Made another discovery. The cruise control works. Look, I got my legs. Oh, no, I need to keep one of my legs down by the brakes. So when that tire blows. No, you don't want to hit the brakes when the tire blows. Anyway, the cruise control works. We are cruising through parts of Missouri on our way to Springfield. And yeah, that's getting really loud. It's kind of cool as you go through the Ozarks. They have all of these attractions that are related to all the caves that they have here. You can go look at the stalactites and the stalagmites, if I remember from my science class or geography or geology. I guess that'd be geology, wouldn't it? You can raft the river with the caveman. They have all of these really cool attractions, and you can get candy. There are 2 huge candy stores. One of them is in a little city, a little town, and it's called, okay, if we have any kids listening right now, you might want to cover your ears, or parents cover their ears. Are we going? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The name of the town is actually Uranus. Yeah. And the joke is, and there's a sign, if I can grab it, I will show it to you. You can tell all your friends you got fudge in Uranus. I'll wait for everybody to figure that one out. Yeah, I'm hoping to find a radio channel. The antenna doesn't go up and down, so I'm very limited in my stations. But other than that, and the smell of hot mouse poo, I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm doing really good. All right, we're back with an update. The speedometer has started to freak out a little bit. Just sometimes it goes up and down about 10 miles an hour. See how it's kind of flipping right there? And we're getting more sounds from the overdrive off button. Yeah, as that blue thing is flashing, I'm getting a nice little beep, beep, beep. In the meantime, Randy's sitting pretty back there in the $90,000 TRX, riding in style. But I did do one thing. I put on MSNBC. So when he got in the truck, he could get the real news. He'll change it back over to Fox or his old-time country station. But I thought I'd give him a taste of the good life there with MSNBC. I'm watching this. I'm watching the heat. Gas gauge is absolutely dead. I'm watching the charging, and I'm watching the oil pressure. Here we go again. She's freaking out. What's happening here? It's getting worse. All right, well, we may have just lost it. Yeah, we may have just lost our transmission. Oh, this is bad. See? Oh my goodness. Okay, it's freaking out. Let's just see what happens. Because there's no... Oh, doggone it. Is this it? Have we pulled up shy of St. James and shy of Oklahoma? Wow. Okay. Let's just see what's happening here. Something is getting hot. Yeah, something's a little warm right here. So if I knew where my hazards... Where's my hazard? There. Here we go. Okay, hold on. Well, so the speedometer started freaking out like this, and then the transmission kind of let go.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. It stopped pulling the car.
There's
yeah.
no gears?
There's no gears.
So it's where it is.
I don't know. I think it could be. I mean, I can try to shut it off and see if it's electrical, but the overdrive was flashing like it was for you, and then it started to beep, beep, beep,
Okay.
beep.
We're gonna get killed here.
Yeah. So
shut it off and see if we can get it going again.
okay. 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 Let's see what happens. We're going to shut it off and then just kind of see what's happening. Let's do that. Let's just kind of say a prayer for the car. Turn it off. Then we're going to start it up again. Okay, is she going to work? Okay, now she's going. Well, okay. Let's get off on this exit. There's a McDonald's up ahead. So let's just kind of see if we can make it there. Oh, little girl, you're shifting again. And the odometer is working again. But, yikes. Let's just kind of see what happened. My door is not even fully closed, but I'm going to go ahead and get us to Salem, exit 195. We're going to Salem. Do we continue? Or do we leave her in Salem? Oh, look, there's an O'Reilly's. Let's just do that. She's shifting fine now. Private lot. No trucks. Let's just see what's going to happen now. All right, we'll bring in the big boss. Hold on. This could get good.
You're just trying to create drama.
I don't create drama. I don't create drama.
For YouTube. It's all for the YouTube.
No, the speedometer started wonking out, and then it went all the way up and down, like 20 to 30 degree mile per hour difference. I was going the same speed, and then things started making sounds. The blue flash, overdrive off, and then it went woo, and I had no speedometer. I floored it. It wasn't going any faster. I was coasting, so I had to coast to a stop on the highway. I started the filming because it started to vibrate just a little bit.
It's rolling.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey,
okay.
With my bird shit paint there.
I dented it. Sorry. My God, my heart just skipped. It literally.
Oh.
Woo!
Hey, I'm gonna have to call an ambulance for you.
You are when you cause a heart attack. Okay. So anyway, it shifted on the highway fine, but then the speedometer started whacking out again. So, yeah, come check it out. Okay, we made it to the O'Reilly Auto Parts. Randy did what I would call a hard reboot. Yeah, remember on the computer, you just turn it off and turn it back on, unplug it? That's what we did. We unplugged the battery. And now, well, the car hasn't driven but 5 feet, but now the overdrive off button is not illuminated and I'm not making a sound, or the car's not making a sound. I still have the low fuel pressure. So hopefully we have fixed whatever ailment this car had, and we're going to continue on. We're pushing through. Yes, we're pushing through. We got about 175 miles to go before the mighty TRX needs some fuel. The probe, Krusty, is doing fine on gas. It's just the transmission that we're worried about. So we're going to continue on, get back on the road, and see how long she lasts. I'm going to have a little drink of Coca-Cola. And we still haven't made it to the fudge factory. I want to go there just to say I got fudge at, or I got fudge in. Yeah, okay, we're back. All right, well, it's been about 10 miles and we've had no problems at all. Let me take these things off. Yeah, you got to see my eyes. Anyway, we are getting closer and closer to Uranus. When's the last time you heard that? But I'm starting to see more and more signs about getting fudge in Uranus. So I'll try to get a picture of the signs if I can. But we're looking good so far. We've made a discovery. I think that our whole problem with the transmission is when I hit the grates on the side of the road, like if you're going off-road, they're there to keep you awake, or if the road is really, really rough, the speedometer does wobble a little bit. So if it's the speed sensor, well, that could be the problem. That could be why we're losing the transmission. So maybe there's a wire going into the speed sensor somewhere and it's loose. Maybe a mouse got in there and decided to eat part of it. I don't know, but I think that might be the issue. And if it is, then as long as it's holding, we can just turn off the car and take off the battery, and then we'll put it back on and start the car up and keep going. Hopefully we'll make it, but I do want to stop in Uranus. I'm kidding. I don't know if we're going to stop or not, but I'll show you the signs. Okay, stay tuned. As you can see, the sun is setting. The probe is over there. I'm living the good life in the TRX. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Hate my thumbnail, trying to keep it out of the camera's view. I had a thumbnail and it really turned bad. Anyway, we are cruising on. We're doing very, very well. Will she make it back to Oklahoma City and then on to Byers? We're going to find out because we're a little over halfway there. Okay, we will give you another update very soon on the road. I'm crossing my fingers that transmission continues, to transmit the car from one destination to another. Well, guess what? Guess who forgot to film, or record rather, that little town I told you about, that little candy store I told you about. I passed up Uranus. How can one word be so funny? I don't know. I don't know how I missed it. I don't know. I just don't know. I was driving along, listening to the Sirius XM here. Little Beastie Boys came on, little Dave Matthews Band. Anyway, I apologize. I'll put up some pictures and you guys can see what it is. It's a big time candy place. Everybody stops there except for me, like an idiot. Maybe we'll get it on another trip because Randy and I are already planning on other purchases and other trips up to Terre Haute and then making some more journeys back down to Byers, to AARHQ. You guys think that's a good idea? These are kind of fun to do, and we have been very, very lucky so far. We have not had any major issues. We haven't lost a vehicle yet, but we haven't made it home yet with this one. So I don't know if we will or not. You gotta stay tuned for that. We're at an undisclosed location. I realize I haven't shown the people the car yet.
Are you serious?
I started my video inside the car driving it, and then we had all that went wrong, and then I was showing driving scenes, and so they've never seen the goodness of the Ford Probe. It doesn't take long to see what's there. This is it, baby. So we do have to disconnect the battery when that blue light starts flashing. The blue light of...
I called it death, but truthfully, I haven't had any problems.
She's powering through.
It just doesn't like you.
Maybe it is true. Maybe it's true. Maybe
all
it doesn't
rhymes.
like me. Poop poopy doo. Yeah. All right. So this is what the car looks like. Randy's going to have the whole video on his channel. I just wanted to show everybody what you get for $390. But we haven't been stranded. Well, we kind of got stranded for a little bit. Then Randy fixed the transmission with his bare hands. We got in the car and we continued. We powered through. Gas mileage, 27 and a half.
Yeah.
Gas mileage over there,
8.
8.
It's
Wow.
a bit of a difference.
This costs how much to fill up?
Well, this one held 7.5. It was $22, $23.
$22.
The other one was 24 gallons.
Yeah.
And $86. So,
4 times the amount.
Yeah. 4 times.
4 times as much. But you're driving something new and big and old and cheap. So anyway,
Nothing wrong with old and cheap.
there's nothing wrong. I'm old. I'm cheap.
Me too.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, will she make it? We'll let you know in the next video, folks, but this is what she looks like. All right.
Show them the tire.
Oh, I haven't shown them the tire. That only had 7 pounds of pressure when we started. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this could be a problem. And it's my turn to drive. This is going to be fun. Oh, and see right here. Yeah, I don't want to push it because it'll pop.
And the tires are how old? 11 years old? 12?
13.
13.
No, they're in 13. They were made in 2013, right?
9 years old.
9 years
Yeah,
old.
9 years old.
I've forgotten. It's late. We've been on the road all day long. All day long.
We got 100 miles left.
We're going to do it. Well, would you look at that? Yes, sirree, Bob. We are a couple of miles out from home sweet home. And it appears the probe is going to make it. All right, we do have the blue light is back. I hit a bump, came to the stop sign, and when I hit the gas, she started flashing again, overdrive off. You'll notice we also have lost our climate control lights. They were working a few minutes ago and they just went out. Pop-up lights are working perfectly, and so are the brake lights and the turn signals, so that's good news. Still no fuel gauge, but that's okay because we are almost home. Almost home! And with this, ladies and gentlemen, 702 miles, almost 703, we have arrived. This $390 car made it. She made it all the way from Terre Haute to Byers, Oklahoma. Could you imagine a more difficult challenge? Yeah, here she is. And we have arrived. Here's Randy. So we'll turn this off and he'll get his video. And with that, folks, number 657-85382 is home, where she belongs. What?
Nice name for it.
It's a great one. It's easy to remember.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I just said. Anyway, from a car that was only supposed to start, we started her and we drove her 703 miles.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is one that I truly never expected to make it.
Yeah.
I was prepared to leave this one on the side of the road. I don't care. I was going to leave it.
He was making all kinds of plans. How do
Yeah.
I do it? I need to, find someone that'll love it and all of that. This little tire survived, and it hasn't even lost air. But it's cracking everywhere. It is. Okay, so this ends another version of a road trip with Randy. That's what we should call it. Road trips with Randy.
Road trips with Randy. It's got a ring to it, don't you
It
think?
does.
I
It's
like
got
it.
a ring to it. Okay, folks, thank you so much for watching, and we're back with another video. Thank you to Randy for letting me kind of tag along and go do some really cool walk-arounds when it was 10 degrees outside.
Let's not do that again.
Yeah, not when it's that cold. But we're back with another video soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.